unboxing here for you. Got a couple packages this week. Ordered from these guys recently. Might recognize, you might be able to guess what's in this box. If you do recall from the last video, we did have a casualty in one of the bags, so let's see how we fared this time. And he was supposed to send a replacement for the last ones. So if you look in there, it looks like there is 3 stir-by Corys. They'll look healthy in there. Set those guys aside. See if there's one more in here. And sure enough, we got 3 more in there. So no casualties this time. And we did get the 1 replacement. So we're gonna have these guys in with the rest of them, and that puts us at about 10. So have a nice little group of these guys and get them growing out so we can breed those guys eventually. So first, just real quickly, needed a refill on some Repashy. So I got that. It's 6 ounces. Ordered straight from their website. It's like 20 bucks or something like that. Looks like just got a brochure, invoice, sticker, and onto some fish. So these actually were in the mail an extra day. Hopefully they arrived okay. I know they're in breather bags. Looks like they got a real nice shipping container as well. So pull that out of there. Set the box aside. So we do have a live bear. It's not a common one, and they're not too hard to find. I got these off Aquabid. Packaged really well. I never kept this species before. I was watching one of Corey from Aquarium Co-op's video on these, and I thought they were pretty cool, so thought I would try them myself. Kind of some different packaging. I've never seen that before. So there's actually breather bags inside a plastic bag. It looks like you ran an air line into there. Okay, let's see what we have here. Looks like we have 1 casualty there. 1 little fish there. And these are actually trout goodies. Got another casualty. 1 alive. Dog barking. 2 good ones there. These are America Splendids. Looks like we've got another dog barking and another casualty. And 1 alive. So a little bit of casualties. Unfortunately, this was just priority shipped. Dog's still barking. So they're not guaranteed or anything like that. No big deal. Still not sold on the whole breather bag idea. This one, I remember what's in here. I do not remember what is in this box. So this one will be a little surprised until I get it open and figure out what it is. We wanted 2 things, but the last package that came in, it didn't look anything like this. So I'm guessing this is not what I think it is. I do know they're all fish though. Okay, and those are what that is. Awesome. And they made it, and they're huge. Absolutely gorgeous. So these are a pair of pearl blue rams. They weren't labeled as electric blues, they're actually called pearls, so we'll see how they color up. Absolutely stunning fish, even in the bag, and they haven't even colored up yet. So that's what that is. I got those off of Aquabid. Got a pretty good deal on those. Couldn't pass them up. And these ones I got from Mike, and Mike is on Aquabid as well. But Jason over at Jadron Aquatics actually mentioned this guy, getting some plecos from him. So I actually messaged him about some plecos I was looking for. He said he usually doesn't ship them this small, but I insisted that I would take them and grow them out. So he went ahead and sent them to me. So we should have some plecos in here. Sure enough, there's 2 in there. Oh, maybe. Kind of hard to see in the bag. But there's 2 long-finned, brown, bristlenose in there. One is pretty decent size. One's a little smaller. It's alright. My big thing is I do not mind growing fish. Just part of the hobby. Got another bag here. 2 more. Same fish. 2 more. Excellent packaging, by the way. And there's a real small guy in there, but then there's another good sized guy in there. Kinda hard to see in the bag. Oh, hello little puppy. What's going on, guys? We just did all those unboxings, so now I'm going to take you on a spin through the fish room, show you, moved a bunch of stuff around, got some new stuff, a couple new posters there, new poster there, the original there, got the curtains switched, except for the kind of see-through, so might have to change those again, but I'm going to take you for a little spin and see what's new, check in on this fish we unboxed, and yeah, let's get started. Alright, so first up, here's the 20-gallon. Got some really bad glare from the curtains letting some light in, but we have the American Splendids in here and also some Endler's Live Bears. So yes, we need to get those separated. I've got a 10-gallon outside. We just cleaned it with some vinegar, so I'm going to bring that in, get it set up. I got some extra sponge filters that are cycled, ready to go, so we'll get that set up and get rolling with that. Jump over here. This tank had some different guppies in it. We actually moved the black cobras into here. 2 females. Still waiting for fry from these guys. And then we also have the orange Rilly shrimp in here. And they have been producing. There's a younger guy there. But those are doing really well. This still has a couple of the old fixtures on it. We haven't got all the lights in yet. So there's that one. And here we have the kind of bright, kind of hard to see. These are the American, excuse me, the albino platinums. Got a large pair and then 2 smaller pairs. They're doing well. Actually moved the bobitis that we got from boostplant.com into here. No fry from these guys yet either. As you can see, the guppy grass is filled in quite a lot. So still waiting for fry on those guys. Next up, we actually put a pair of the rams in here. So I actually unboxed a pair of the rams off camera. Just the same packaging. I just love these guys so much. Went ahead and ordered a couple more. But they're in here. This tank sits about 85 degrees. And they have been cleaning the top of this. And I have one that's actually completely clean on top. Doesn't have all the dry algae. And they kind of hover around there. They're kind of skittish, but whenever I'm not in the room or just watching from a distance, they like to clean that off. So I don't know if they're going to pair off and spawn on there for me. The male has had his tube down, so I might switch that out with the clean one and see what happens there. But they're awesome fish, just a little skittish. But yeah, down here, running a little low on water. This is water change Wednesday, so we'll get that done. But there is the Japanese blues. Have a young male grown up there. Actually sold a pair of these off, and I sent them the other male. So we have another male there developing. So as you can see, they're dropping fry like crazy, doing well. And then actually have the all the cherry shrimp in here. which with the dollar per gallon sale going on, we're going to get some more 20 talls and some 20 longs, and I'm going to actually take all the shrimp out of the community tanks or the guppy breeding tanks and actually just breed the shrimp in their own tanks. Just that way I get the highest yields. Don't have to worry about predation or anything like that. So that's to come, kind of a growing project. I will be away for about 2 weeks, so I'm not going to be able to get anything done. But when I get back, that is the plan, is to get the new rack built, new tanks in here, and get these guys separated. Next up, we have the koi guppies. They're doing very well, and we have all the red Rileys, red Rillies, whatever you prefer to call them. And this is the Blixa that I unboxed. So as you can see, they are doing fantastic. There's a buried female right there. But the more you look at this tank, the more shrimp there are in there. And the koi guppies are doing fantastic. That big female is ready to burst. And we do have a lot of fry in here. There's a fry right there. So a lot of fry in here. The guppy grass worked. And then that is that singular fry we had a while back. It's growing up here. Looks like it's going to be female. And it's actually quite interesting. There's a small fry there. It's quite interesting. You can see the orange developing on the nose. Because it was solid white except for the tail. But now the orange is developing on that nose like all the other females is. So that's pretty interesting. So on to the next one. Here we have the Dumbo Guppies. Where's the male? There's the male hiding right there. Absolutely gorgeous. As you can see, these guys have been kicking out some fry. Actually just sent a 10-pack of fry out this morning. So those guys are growing well. Absolutely gorgeous. We have a couple of monos in here as well. Those will probably stay for the time. Those aren't going to breed in my fresh water or anything like that, so I'll just let those be, let them hang out. Happy little fishes. And then on to the next one. Here is the other 20 tall. These are the Panda Guppies. Got a small male growing up there. I actually lost my adult male. I don't know what happened. I just came and couldn't find him. So I'm sure he died and the plecos beat me to him or something like that. But we have another small male developing there. That's one thing I really like about these Panda Guppies is the males start to develop color at a very young age. So you can really tell the sexes of them very, very soon. And then as you can see, lots of calico bristlenose plecos here. Lots of babies. They're all over. Awesome little guys. And we got the stir-by cories in here as well. Lost 2 after the shipment. And it looks like we have like 8 remaining, I believe. Something like that. So they're doing well, eating well, coloring up nicely. And then of course we got the adult trio in here. Rescaped a little bit through a couple crypts in there. Getting this tank ready for the long haul. The guppy grass kind of died back there and grew some algae, so kind of fighting with that a little bit. But let's spin around and get the other tanks here. Here is the 40 gallon. As you can see, we got a little bit of algae going on, but the plants, all that new growth in the center, starting to fill in. The hydro is really taking off. Got the pearl weed in the corners there. And we have the Russian red lace guppies in here. And there's a couple cherry shrimp in there that drifted over. Got a big albino bristlenose. And then maybe, if I get you guys around here, there is that other pair of pearl rams. There's a shot. Look how gorgeous he is. So, we'll see if those guys want to do any spawning. A lot of the things I read were about breeding rams. Some people do it in community settings. Some people do it in small, like 5 gallons or 10 gallons by themselves. So I threw them in here, larger tank. with some little diddler fish, and then we also have these, like I said, in the little 10-gallon by themselves. There's a couple plecos in there, and then there's some oddball shrimp that are just hanging out in there. So we'll see which breeding regimen works best, but nonetheless, they're gorgeous fish, so we're going to enjoy them. Down here to the 20-gallon, we actually moved the German white tuxedos into here. Look at that young male growing up. Absolutely gorgeous. So I sold off the adult pair. So there's the adult female. She's sold right now, so she won't be with us much longer. And the male I have in a separate tank in the other room, just hanging out to get shipped out. There's another young male developing. These are absolutely gorgeous fish. And then I have these cories in here, which I've had for a long time. I believe they're false spotted cories. If you know the actual name of those guys, let me know. And then if you can see there's a little bristlenose. Got a bristlenose hanging out in there. Got some green spot algae on this tank. Pretty bad. There is a nice calico bristlenose longfin growing up there. And then we got some orange shrimp in there. So lots of fry growing out. This tank's doing pretty well. Always fighting algae in this tank, like always. But lots of little fry. Lots going on. So pretty excited. And then lastly, we've got the 75. Got a couple filters in there hanging out, just seeding. So all these fish here gotta go. If you want to buy them, shoot me a message. I won't charge you. I'll just charge you shipping, which is $15. I'll box every single fish in here, which there's platies, tiger barbs, and some cherry barbs. Put those in a box. I'll ship them to you $15 anywhere in the US. So message me on that. But then after I get those fish out, we are going to completely redo this tank. Take everything out, new substrate, everything like that, and get this ready. I think we're going to do some angelfish again in here. I've been talking about discus for a while, but I have another tank in the works, planned on that for the beginning of the year. So we'll see how that does. And then we also have a bow front tank that I'm going to put in my office. So hopefully, I'm not sure what I'm going to put in there yet, but like I said, if you want these fish, shoot me a message, comment down below. $15, they're yours. And then we can get this 75 back and ready to roll. So actually got one more tank. We got the native sunfish, and I'll show you those guys real quick, and then we'll be done. So here's the little native tank. There's one of them there. They're still growing out. Cute little fish. And we've got the worm colonies, cultures going. They're just hanging out. Cool little tank. Really fun fish to watch. The male likes to hide. He's right there. Kind of a little weenie, but these fish are awesome. Just gonna keep growing them out, and yeah. So here's that clear one that I was gonna switch with the ram tank and see if they want to breed on that. So, and there he is. There's a little male. We'll keep growing them out. They'll be cool little fish. Make some cool videos on breeding these guys and making a little colony and stuff. So if you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, drop them down below. Anything in the fish room you guys would like to buy, let me know. Most fish I can get into a $10 shipping box. The 75 fish, there's so many in there. They have to go in a little bit bigger box, but most fish, you want a pair of guppies or some shrimp or some plecos or anything, they'll fit in a little $10 box. So just drop me a comment below, and I'll work with you. So tank on.